Call the meeting in order for the Village of Round Lake Beach. This is our board meeting for Monday, June 11, 2018. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valdez.
Here.
Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler.
Here.
Trustee Nichols.
Here.
Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any additions, deletions, or corrections in the agenda? If not, enter a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Valdez. Second by trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Any questions, corrections, clarifications on the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The agenda is approved as written. We have the approval of the May 14, 2018 council meeting minutes. Any corrections, clarifications on those? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Motion by trustee Wallace, second by trustee Butler. And motion is second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. See, tonight we have expenditures of $1,158,409.42. Some of the larger items in that group there, the CLC Joint Water Action Agency. We have two bills for April and May. The first one's about $136,000. Second's about $152,000. That's for Lake Michigan Water. We also have the healthcare services for our health insurance for the village, almost $127,000. There were a lot of other bills in the packet. All the board have had a chance to review them. The staff had a chance to review them. Anyone on the board have any questions on any of the bills? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Husk,
Second.
second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the bills? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's approved. We have no ratifications tonight, so we'll move on to reports. Any of the trustees have any reports tonight?
I actually do, Mayor, thank you. As far as SWALCO, I just want to remind everybody about the electronics recycling, since that seems to be the hardest to get rid of. We have two locations for our electronics recycling. One is at our village site located on Sunset Drive at the entrance to the sanitary plant. The hours are Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 3, and Saturday, 8 to 1. We also have electronics recycling at the Grace Lake Public Works at 585 Berry Avenue, Monday to Friday, 7 to 3:30, Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. And in addition to the electronics, Grace Lake also accepts other items such as textiles, plastics, paper, corrugated cardboard, etc. There's also a household chemical waste collection event coming up at Wakanda High School. The Wakanda High School parking lot at 555 North Main in Wakanda. That is Saturday, June 16th from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. If you go to the SWALCO website, they actually do have a flyer on there. And a reminder that you can also do the Gurnee facility at 1311 North Estes in Gurnee by appointment only. They operate the second Saturday and the fourth Monday of each month. You can set up your appointments by visiting swalco.org. Also, a lot of people probably don't know that you can get onto a newsletter list for SWALCO by just going to the SWALCO website, going to the About Us tab, click on the newsletter, and then enter your email address. And then also we have community programs under SWALCO. They have a whole page just for their partner communities. If you go to the Members tab on the SWALCO website, click on Your Community Programs, go down, find your community, and then you can click on that and it'll give you all the information as far as the programs that your community is involved with. And again, if you go to swalco.org, you can find all kinds of information on the different things you can recycle, how to recycle, even how to package your household chemical waste if you're taking them in, so on and so forth. And remember, recycle first, trash last. One more thing, I've got Beach Fest coming up July 12th through the 15th. On the July 12th, it'll only be the carnival, but it'll be from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then on Friday, our headliner will be Brass Buckle Band. Saturday evening, headliner will be Modern Day Romeos. There's also more live bands on both stages, variety of food vendors, beer tent, retail vendors, etc. Always something for the whole family and should be a great time.
Always looking forward to that, yes, thank you. Any other announcements?
I do, Your Honor. Midweek break on the lake is coming up, starting the first Wednesdays of every month. This will be the first one for the summer, starting June 13th. We'll also have July 11th, August 8th, and September 12th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. This year, along with the music, we're also having comedians going to be showing up, so that'll be a nice addition. It'll be give it more things for the kids and adults to do. We will be having food, alcoholic beverages, soft drinks, all available for purchase. It's free for the whole family, so make sure you come out and enjoy it. We are, for the first week, having featured comedians Katie Miners headlining with Seth Davis and Elaine Orion ahead of time. And featured musicians Better Than the Last Time at 6:15 in the veranda, Gardner Jazz Combo at 6 p.m. in the gazebo, and Mike Flack Octet at 7:30 p.m. in the gazebo as well. So please make sure you come out and see this. It's a great event. We want to make sure this grows, so keep coming.
Well, it sounds like based on the dates, we should change it to the second Wednesdays this year, because they're all the second Wednesdays. sounds like. But it's a great event last year. Good kickoff.
Exactly. Thank you. It is the second weekend, so I'm sorry. And also, even as a bonus, this year, July 11th, I believe we're starting Beach Fest on the 12th.
12th.
So that'll be a nice entry. So we'll have a nice long family week, more or less.
There's no charge at all to attend.
No charge
Even
on
better.
those events. Come out and
Terrific.
visit us.
Any other reports? Okay, under Mayor's report, I just want to quickly mention that we did receive a press release stating that the Illinois Juvenile Officers Association announced the recipients of the 2018 Juvenile Officer of the Year Award, and then Raleigh Beach Detective Carrie Ann Schuster was on it. So congratulations to her and the entire department. It's a very shining star for us, and we appreciate that, Chief. Keep up the good work over there. Is there a clerk's report tonight?
No, there is not.
Okay, move on to our items of business then. We have item A, is a resolution approving an amended mutual aid agreement and plan relative to the Northern Illinois Police Alarm System, better known as NIPUS. NIPUS is updating their agreements to allow non-municipal law enforcement agencies to be members, such as college campuses and all have security, making it easier to terminate membership in NIPUS, and also reducing liability for NIPUS and cleaning up the agreement. So it's just a new agreement, all the members are gonna be signing it, and we're one of many members. More of a housekeeping issue. I think our attorneys reviewed it. Everything's in good. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Motion by trustee Wallace, second by trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk,
Aye.
trustee Valdez, trustee Wallace,
Aye.
trustee Butler,
Aye.
trustee Nichols.
Aye.
That's approved. Item B, an ordinance granting variations and departures for property located at 832 West Rollins Road, Round Lake Beach, Illinois. This building is actually half in Round Lake Beach and half in Round Lake Heights. The owner will be subdividing the building into smaller sections depending on what kind of tenants he gets coming in there. And that's about half the buildings in Round Lake Beach. We already have parking set up in the Round Lake Beach side. He does need a little variance, which is the parking that was there before for the entire building. This will just be for the Round Lake Beach portion. Later on, he'll probably be subdividing the section in Round Lake Heights, once he works out with Round Lake Heights, an agreement there, and adds more parking on the other side of the building for those extra units. Looking forward to him coming in. We appreciate the extra time he gave us to really look at this closely and make sure it's gonna be right for Round Lake Beach. Used to be a furniture store, less cars, but I think the way it's worked out now, it should be a good project for everybody involved. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Husk.
Second.
If that's trustee Wallace, we have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez,
Aye.
trustee Wallace,
Aye.
trustee Butler,
Aye.
trustee Nichols,
Aye.
trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved. Item C is an ordinance amending section 3-2-8 of the Village Code, creating two new classifications of liquor licenses. be adding 2 liquor licenses specifically for those establishments that also have gaming, video gaming. They will cost a little bit more than the other licenses for establishments that have at least 30% of the revenue from non-gaming sources, such as food or other entertainment. Those, I think, will be $1,250 instead of $900. And if they are less than 30% from other, in other words, if more than 30% is from gaming, the license fee will be $2,500, since it'll be their business basically, it would just be gaming. This will be effective as of 7/1/2019 for current license holders, and it will go into effect immediately for any new license holders that come in, since we've already done the renewal for July 1st, 2018 of this year. Anybody new, though, will go through this new license process. Any questions by the board? Again, I appreciate all the board's help getting this together and making this a really good ordinance for our community. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler,
Second.
second by trustee Valdez. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
That's also approved. Item D, as a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Joe Meyer Tree Service, an amount not to exceed $24,000. For years now, we've been doing tree trimming in the parkways to make sure the trees stay healthy, they look nice, and also for safety reasons, so they're not blocking stop signs and other important signs, or blocking pedestrians from walking down the street if the limbs are too low. It's worked out very well for us and for the community, and we'd like to continue doing so. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Valdez.
Second.
Second by trustee Butler. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
That's also approved. Item E is a resolution authorizing a waiver of competitive bids and approving an award of contract to Midwest Meter in an amount not to exceed $50,000. We're going to be buying some new water meters to replace the ones that have stopped working and for new buildings. We also need 1 large meter for a special project that we're working on to replace. And that's an ongoing issue we do probably once a year. We buy more meters to replace those. Eventually, hopefully, we'll have all of the radio read or ComEd integrated meters throughout town, and we won't have to buy any more of the regular meters, but we'll always have to buy new meters because unfortunately, they do go bad. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
trustee Wallace. Second by
Second.
second by trustee Husk. We have motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
And that's also approved. Item F, an ordinance adopting a qualified base selection policy and procedure for engineering and design-related consultants for the Village of Round Lake Beach. We need to pass this since they changed the state law. There are different requirements. There's more of a housekeeping issue, so we stay in compliance with state law. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Nichols?
Sure. I
Trustee
heard him
Butler?
say it too, I'm sorry.
Second by trustee Butler. We have motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
That's also approved. Item G is an ordinance approving a variance from the requirement for the village code relative to grease traps. Jersey Mike's traditional does not use that much grease waste in their wastewater stream, so will not require the big underground grease trap that's in our ordinance. In fact, the large majority of restaurants we have in town, we have not required that because they just simply don't need it. They will install a smaller tank, and it'll be emptied as needed, as the majority of other restaurants do. That's worked out very well, and we do monitor that, so to make sure they are emptying it upon it needing emptying, so we don't have grease going through the wastewater system. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler,
Second.
second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
And that's also approved. Item H, it's a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Joel Kennedy Construction Corporation in amount not to exceed $13,880. We have a sewer line that's in need of repair. It's a larger size pipe. That's over where Joel Kennedy's actually doing some work for the Joint Action Water Agency right now. He's already mobilized on the site. So it's actually probably going to be a little cheaper for us to do it than if we had to have somebody out there to mobilize. So this worked out, I guess, good timing, if nothing else. It's always bad to have or need to repair, but it's been good timing that it was now. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Husk,
Second?
second by trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez?
Aye.
That's also approved. We do have executive session tonight, but before that is open to public participation. Anyone has a question or comment for the board, please stand to come to the microphone, give your name and address for the record, either state your comment or ask your question. Well, thank you for being here tonight. We do have executive session for probable pending litigation, land acquisition, executive session minutes, and personnel. We have a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler,
Second.
second by trustee Wallace. Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Nichols?
Aye.
Trustee Husk?
Aye.
Trustee Valdez? Trustee Wallace?
Aye.
That's approved. We will be in executive session. When we come out, we do have on our agenda action on executive session items. We may or may not take action on those items. You're welcome to stay, but it's not required.
He filled
Thank
it
you.
up.
but a lot of science behind it says it's okay, but a lot of science behind it says it's horrible too. But
No, recording's paused. Now you stop. Now you have to start again. Only if she wants to, because I captured the other report. She didn't tell me to record this. Okay, then just go. I got it.
thank you, sir.
Call our meeting back together for the Village of Round Lake Beach. This is our board meeting for June 11, 2018. We're back in regular session after our executive session. We have no action on the executive session items, so is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved?
Motion by trustee Wallace.
Second.
Second by trustee Nichols. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Up and got louder.
Believe that.
Snuck it in on
Right
you.
over me.